We're going to talk about the operation. So, obviously there's, speculation about an upcoming operation right now. Theory is it's probably going to turn up in something like November's probably most likely. There's people giving me different dates, but you would assume after the major, something like that. And when it comes out, we can reasonably assume it will follow the same format as other operations. So there'll be 3 new collections, some agents, some graffiti, some stickers, but also a case with new finishes. Now, this video is sponsored by SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a site where you can quickly and easily trade your CSGO skins. Just log in through Steam, add your trade link, and you're good to go. Trades are extremely simple to do, and once you've picked the skins you want, they take just seconds to complete. Any excess will be added to your balance, and you can also use the code Zeus to get up to $5 off your first trade, and a 5% bonus if you're topping up. Additionally, it's also got regular giveaways on it, so even if you're not trading, there is something here for you. Great site, check it out, link is in the description. During the previous operation, we had gamma finishes on the Spectrum knives. Operation before that, we got new gloves. Operation before that, we got the Shadow Web knives. So the question is, what will Valve do this time? Now, there are 4 options, but I think one is way more likely than anything else. First of all, they could add a new knife. Here's an example of it. This is a CS 1.5 knife. That is definitely something they could add back in, but they could add new knives. However, there is a reason I don't think they're likely to do this. The reason is there is a bunch of knives that could easily be updated instead. Prism knives could be given the gamma finishes. I'm sure they'd look good. They could give other finishes to the Shadow Web knives. There's a bunch of options, and there's not really any reason to add new knives at this point. There's better things to do. There's also the possibility of them adding new gloves. Even when Broken Fang came out, there are a bunch of unreleased gloves in the game files for Operation Broken Fang. In the past, gloves have been data mined that were added during later updates. Like the Vice gloves were found, I'm pretty sure the Vice gloves were found in the game files before they were released. So, I'm always looking at some of the leaked gloves that are in the game files. There's these purpley pink Moto gloves. These look really cool, the crimson hand wraps. These are like cautions, but not quite as good. Moto gloves finish line, I believe. Oh, there's another version of them. So there's a bunch of unreleased gloves. However, I really doubt they're gonna add more gloves at this point. Even though there are unreleased gloves in the game, I just don't see the advantage to Valve of adding them. We've got enough gloves that it is. That's not where people are really interested in. Like, when Valve added the Broken Fang gloves, I literally been making videos talking about the fact that Valve hasn't added gloves in so long, and I don't think that's the sentiment at the moment. I think people want new knives. And that then opens up the next most likely possibility. That would be, these things are the Shadow Web knives in chrome finishes. It's the infamous Sapphire Skeleton. Again, doesn't exist, and it's already got a reputation. People are already thinking about how amazing it'd be. So this is the next option available to Valve. Shadow Web knives with chrome finishes. A lot of designs, they look really cool. I like them, a lot of people seem to like them. I think there'll be a lot of interest. They look really good. However, there is one more, and this is something I've also looked at before. This is that Valve could add completely new finishes altogether. Now, we have not had new finishes since June 2016, so that is over 6 years. Valve has not added any more finishes to the game. And there's lots of amazing finishes they could do just using default textures included with some of their skins. So for example, this is a mink kimono knife. Looks pretty good. Mink kimono gloves as well. Easily a possibility. We got Wild Lotus knives, that's a possibility. Gungnir finishes as well. There's so many possibilities. And if there was Gungnir and Wild Lotus finishes added to the game, that would be iconic. I think people would love them. However, first of all, I'm not sure if Valve even own the rights to do that. Have to buy them again. It might be a lot simpler just to recycle old finishes. And speaking of recycling old finishes, there is a much more logical answer. It just seems like such a no-brainer. These things, the Shadow Web knives with chrome finishes, they just seem like such a no-brainer. It's just an obvious thing for Valve to add. And that's why I think this is finally going to happen. I think when the operation does drop around the end of November most likely, or late October or whatever, I think we will finally get these knives, and it's going to be really good. It's going to be bang ass. I think people are going to love them. I'm going to love them. No, I'm going to open them. Try and open them, I should say. Get wrecked a lot and cry. And this is my bet. I've made 3 possibilities, but my money is on this one happening. And if I get it wrong, you guys can cut off my testicles. Not literally, metaphorically.